The German establishment is freaking out over Donald Trump being inaugurated and his plans and the things he's already done. You know, he's working at such lightning speed, they can't keep up, they hate it. They fucking hate it. And instead of working on their own problems in their own election season, they've only got like 30 days left, you know what I mean, to run their election campaigns. And instead of working on that, instead of thinking about that, instead of concentrating on that, the German politicians and the establishment media propaganda machine is doing their best to make Elon Musk look like Hitler, and Donald Trump is, oh my God, he's deporting illegal aliens, and he's gonna, he criticized Joe Biden and the Democrats in his speech, and oh my God. Listen, guys, this is ridiculous, okay? It's almost not palatable to watch these people. And I can speak German, I live here, I can understand it. And watching the Tagesschau and Markus Lanz and the whole gang of charlatans is almost not possible, right? It's almost not possible. It's totally gross. These people are fucking disgusting people. They really are. They're horrible human beings. They actually are. So guys, before we get into that, this is the Insanity Report for Germany for Wednesday, the 22nd of January, 2025. It's now 3:30 p.m. here in Germany. Let's get going. First, before we get started, I do want to tell you guys, if you guys are watching this on any other platform except for Substack, you're not getting all of my content. See, I write articles as well, and a lot of the videos, especially on TikTok, end up getting taken down, or I get banned completely. And so if you want to get everything, all you got to do is subscribe to my Substack. Then you go to it'sallaboutlogic.substack.com. Again, it's allaboutlogic.substack.com. Go there, subscribe for free, subscribe for $5 a month. That I would greatly appreciate. And all my content will go directly into your email inbox. So share these videos, like, subscribe. That's the way to go. That'll help me out. Let's get started. Look, as a foreigner living in Germany, watching these politicians and these obvious liars in the mainstream media, still, demonize Donald Trump and try to make it out like Elon Musk threw out a Hitler greeting, a Hitler Gruß, at one of the rallies, or I think maybe it was even at the inauguration. I don't know, but it's. I can't believe that these people are so stupid that they're concentrating on Donald Trump rather than themselves. Because as we have to remember, we have to think about this, right? These same people that are criticizing Donald Trump for his actions as the democratically elected by an overwhelming majority of people in America president, right? And living up to the promises he made those people, that's bad to these people. That's bad to them. They don't like that, right? Because the last thing that these politicians, the establishment politicians, everybody except for the AfD, the last thing they want to do is fulfill the will of the people. The last thing they want to do is look out for your and my interest here in this country. That's the last thing they want to do. And so they have to demonize Trump and hope everybody buys into it. God, I hope there's enough people in Germany awake finally to realize that these people, Markus Lanz, Maybrit Illner, Tagesschau people, these people are horrible, right? The Hitler Gruß thing. Listen, let me tell you all something. No one in America, right? No one gives a fuck what these German politicians and establishment people think about the Hitler Gruß, and your German guilt about this shit is, they don't give a fuck, right? So even if Elon Musk threw out a Hitler Gruß, what are you going to do about it? What are the politicians in this country going to do about it? They are going to have to bend a fucking knee to Donald Trump and his administration in America, because Germany and Europe needs America to protect its ass. Because remember, the people that are so critical of the job that Donald Trump is already doing, which is fantastic, right? Anybody in any free country would want their politicians to act like Donald Trump right now. They'd be like, yes, on the first day, he's already doing everything that he said he was going to do. It's amazing. So they can be critical because they're critical because they can't do the same thing. We don't have the caliber of politicians that they have in America, or in Argentina with Milei, or Viktor Orban in Hungary. These people are of low caliber. They're of low caliber, low intelligence, no charisma, and they're professional liars, right? So let's forget about the Hitler Gruß. Obviously, Elon Musk did not make a Hitler Gruß. Obviously, if you watch the whole video, you see what he was doing. It explains it exactly. But that being said, Elon Musk or Donald Trump or any American that voted for any of them doesn't owe the German politicians or establishment a fucking explanation of anything. He doesn't have to explain it. He doesn't have to explain why he did it, because nobody gives a shit, right? If you guys want to think it's a Hitler Gruß, then think that. What are you going to do? Nothing. And remember, how did these people get it in their head to criticize anybody when we're looking at the people that can't fix the bridges in this country? I drive over these bridges every day in this truck, right? I have to pray, right? 50-50 chance. I might make it, I might not, because they don't have money, they say. Even though the amount of money they got from taxes this last year was the most in history. And they still don't have enough money. They can't balance a budget, right? They can't live up to their promises when it comes to almost anything. They've made the energy prices in this country skyrocket even more than they already were to begin with, which was already almost undoable. They've made sure that some of the top companies, top multi-international corporations have moved their operations to other countries because it's just not doable here. Too much bureaucracy, too high energy costs, and in an industry country, you can't do that, right? They are spending all your money on Ukraine and illegal immigrants instead of taking care of the things in this country. Yeah, so they can't balance a budget. They totally mismanaged COVID. Nobody wants to go through COVID and hold anybody accountable in this country. And then they're trying to get you to vote for them again, right? These people are single-handedly responsible for basically destroying this country. Now, it's not completely destroyed. We still have groceries. We still can get gas. We can still own a car. You can barely rent a house. So it's not as bad as North Korea or Ethiopia. Sure, not as bad, but they're doing their best to get it to that point, right? Because they just refuse to look at reality. And then they have the gall, this Budo Ramelow guy, to go on Marcus Lanz and sit there and criticize Donald Trump because of decreta. Hey, listen, that's the way it works, right? And pardoning the January 6th insurrectionists. Listen, those people have already been in jail for more than 4 years, right? None of them murdered anybody. I know that German media is telling you that, there's seven police officers died at the hands of the January 6th people on January 6th. No, that's not true. They all, and I don't think it's even 7, but let's assume they're right about the number. None of them died on that day at the hands of any protester. Not one. Look into it. Don't believe me, but definitely don't believe the mainstream media. Look into it. No January 6th protester killed a cop. The only person that died on January 6th unlawfully is a woman named Ashley Babbitt, one of the protesters, who was just shot point blank by a cop, right? And she was unarmed, she wasn't posing a threat, and he just blew her away. He is still out there, right? And so the people that were trespassing or, caused a disturbance, some sort of light bullshit, right? They are going to be let out, but they've been there for 4 years. Let me tell you guys something in Germany, right? In Germany, a rapist doesn't get 4 years. As a matter of fact, if you're a Muslim rapist or an Islamic rapist, you might not even get any jail time in this country. So who the fuck are these people, right, to criticize Donald Trump letting out January 6th protesters, right, of jail, when that's the system in America? He has every right to do it, and they have every right to be free after being there for 4 years without due process. Some of those people haven't even had trials yet. And a lot of them, let me tell you, a lot of them were forced to take plea deals so they wouldn't be rolled up for a much longer time. Enrico Tarrio from the Proud Boys, he wasn't even there, right? He wasn't even there. And he got 22 years. Of course they're going to be let out.
Slow traffic on A3, E35, traffic jam ahead
sucks.
between Malhima Zabrina and L99, Cape 99 Mahoza Weg, 2 minutes delay.
Yeah, I cannot change that. I can't turn that off. I'm sorry. So anyway, Enrico Tarrio from the Proud Boys was not even there on January 6th, right? And he got 22 years. So what has happened is the Biden administration has completely weaponized the justice system against everybody that was there on January 6th, against Donald Trump. You know what I mean? Again, don't you guys see that if they would have been able to get something on Donald Trump, they would have gotten it, right? But he's clean as a whistle, or they would have gotten it. This shit about, the only thing that saved him is that he was the president, that saved him quicker. But many of these cases would end up going to the Supreme Court and getting overturned because they were utter bullshit, right? This so-called rape case. Everybody keeps accusing Donald Trump of being a rapist. Well, there's people in America that are about to get sued for that. And these people in Germany better watch out. Elon Musk has lots of money. You keep accusing him of putting out the Hitler greeting, maybe he'll come to Germany and sue your asses. You know what I mean? He's got the money for it. Because it's defamation. What the German media is doing, what the German politicians are doing in the way they are speaking about Donald Trump and Elon Musk is defamation. That's also illegal here, right? Now, they won't win much money, but they can fucking take you to court. They can make it difficult. So these newscasters and these politicians better pay attention because they're not out of the fucking woods here. And the politicians especially, who are they to criticize America? They're going to have to be fucking kissing Donald Trump's ring here in a few weeks. And yes, the AfD was invited to the inauguration. You should think about why the so-called Democratic parties and the establishment parties were not invited. Why not? Because they're demonizing Donald Trump all day, and Donald Trump doesn't want to pay them any mind. So if Germany wants a good relationship with America, your politicians better get the fucking line, right? They better back down on all this crazy shit and start worrying about the interest of the people in Germany. Maybe they can fix a few bridges. Maybe they can stop pissing away all the money to Ukraine, who is losing this war, right? But it's ridiculous to have to listen to these charlatans on TV go out there and discuss shit like January 6th, when again, a rapist doesn't even get 4 years in prison here, right? And if they do, it's a pretty cushy place. It's like a hotel. You get your own room, you got your own shower. It's crazy, right? It's not really even prison. So these people have absolutely no right and no moral high ground to talk about Donald Trump in a negative way. What Donald Trump is doing is exactly what he promised his voters he would do, is exactly what he promised the American people he would do, and that's what he's starting to do. Now, is there going to be pushback against him? Sure, of course. The left and the Democrats are going to try to fight him in court on just about everything. But a lot of things, he'll have the power to get through, and he will get it through. Because he got a lot of people that support him at this time. That wasn't like that in 2016. Everybody was working against him. These days, it is different, as you can tell, right? So please, these people are so full of shit, it's unbelievable, right? It's unbelievable. And yes, Donald Trump criticized the Biden administration, the Democrats, and the left because they did a horrible fucking job. You know who's like that here in Germany? Alice Weidel. You know who goes into Bundestag every day and excoriates these losers in the Bundestag? Alice Weidel. You know who goes out there and tells the truth about these politicians and their escapades? Alice Weidel. That's the person and that's the party that could actually do something for this country and actually wants to do something for this country and the people in it. And still, people, most West Germans are like, oh, but we got to, the say to you is, they're the guys. Oh, yeah, they're the guys. Yeah, they're not responsible for all the fucking problems that are here. Yeah, keep voting for them. All right. Vote for them. They're going to collide with the Green Party or some leftist party, and you're going to get the same shit as we've had for the last 5 years. Right? The same exact bullshit, 4 years, whatever. I mean, it's laughable. These people are utterly ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. The people that have, single-handedly ruined the country, the people that can't balance the budget, the people that give all your money to fucking bike paths in Peru and trans studies in Kenya and illegal immigrants here in the country and Ukraine, everything's more important to those people except you and me, right? Because I'm a tax-paying person here. So I can't vote, which sucks, but I'm a taxpayer. So they affect me as well. They're the biggest liars out there, right? And they don't like Donald Trump because he makes them look fucking retarded, right? He makes them look laughable. He makes the people in this country go, wait a second here. If Donald Trump can do all that shit, why the fuck can't all these people do something here? Do something that benefits us. I mean, I've said it in a couple of videos now. Go back and think about the last time any of these establishment parties in this country have ever done one single thing that benefited you in any great way. I'm doubtful you'll be able to come up with one. Unless you're some psycho who wants to change your sex every year. There's Selbstbestimmungsgesetz. Yeah, go for that. Okay. So they please two people. With their stupid law that makes no fucking sense and actually harms women and young girls. Right? These people are utterly ridiculous. And nobody in this country should be taking cues from these completely moronic people that know they're on their way out, and the only thing they can do is scratch, claw, and scream to try to hang on to power, right? Because the things that they need to do to hang on to power, they don't want to do. It's not that they can't do them, they don't want to do them. They don't want to do it. If they wanted to do it, they would do it. Because you saw when they deported 28 Afghanis right after the Solingen attack, right? You saw they can do it if they want to, right? They can do it if they want to, but they can't if they don't want to, right? Because of the last time we saw any of these criminals get deported, the last time. So they don't want to do it. So the attitude of these people, the hubris, the gall of these people, they're disgusting. Marcus Lutz and all, they're disgusting. This fucking guy, what's his name? The reporter from Washington, that German guy, I forgot his name. Elmar Thewissen. What a piece of shit. He lives in America and knows nothing about America. You know what I'm saying? And then he's like the beacon of information for Germans about America. Fuck that guy. The guy's a loser. He doesn't know anything. He doesn't know anything. It's all propaganda to try to change your guys' mind about Donald Trump, about Alice Weidel, about the AFD, about them, right? They want to keep the public dumb. They want to keep the public believing that they are the only saviors, that people like Donald Trump, who was convicted of rape, he was not convicted of rape, right? He was not convicted of rape. And I don't know if you guys took a look at this woman he supposedly raped. This bitch, I wouldn't fuck her with my dog's dick. Okay? I'm sorry. She is, goddamn. And at the time Donald Trump supposedly raped that woman, he was married to Marla Maples. You ever seen Marla Maples? Go take a look. Go take a look. Go look up E. Jean Carroll, the supposed rape victim, right? And go look up Marla Maples, to whom Donald Trump was married. And at the time that she claims he raped her, she claims he walked into a Bergdorf's, which was a giant department store, right? Across the street from his own hotel at the time, and sexually assaulted her in the dressing room. Donald Trump, right? Donald Trump, who everybody in New York knows. You really think the guy's gonna walk into a crowded fucking department store in the middle of the day and go and assault some woman in the dressing room? And again, go take a look at this woman. She is butt ugly. She's butt ugly. You know what I mean? Jesus. You shave my dog's ass and teach her to walk backwards and be better looking. And she's horrible. And she's a horrible person. And, again, the court system in the states, in New York, in these states where this happened, are weaponized against Donald Trump. Donald Trump has been the devil ever since he came on the presidential stage. Before that, everybody in America loved him. He was awesome. But once he ran for president, he was enemy number one. Maybe you German guys people should start seeing a pattern here. AFD is Hitler, Trump is Hitler, Elon Musk is Hitler, everybody they don't agree with is Hitler, you know what I'm saying? Alice Weidel is Hitler, even Sarah Wagenknecht, basically a communist, you know what I'm saying? And she's also Hitler, because she's also goes against the establishment narrative. Pick up the pattern, folks. Pick up the pattern and see that every time anybody ever steps out of the leftist woke narrative, They are Hitler. They're a Nazi. They did a Hitler Gruß. They sang a song the German people don't like. These people are big fucking adolescent crybabies, right? That are losing their grip on power and they don't know what to do. And it's like a cat in a bag. He's trying to fight his way out. That's what these people are trying to do. They're trying to fight their way out of a bag. The people, these people, like I said, they're disgusting. Anyway, guys, look, I've said enough. I can't believe that anybody out there would take these politicians seriously. They are absolute liars. They have either they're lying or they have no idea what they're talking about. One of the two is always the case. I don't think they've said a true thing about Donald Trump. You know what I mean? And they're making a giant mistake, because if they don't want to have an angry Donald Trump, then they better start being a little bit more respectful. Because as a matter of fact, these are the people that owe the United States billions of dollars or euros in military aid. Because the United States constantly foots the bill for all the military shit in countries like Germany, so that Germany can spend their money on illegal immigrants in Ukraine. That doesn't seem fair to me, right? That does not seem fair to me. It doesn't seem realistic to me, right? And so Germany even owes Donald Trump money. So if these politicians don't want to end up having to pay 5% for NATO, they better start kissing Donald Trump's ass instead of pissing him off. They're not very smart, okay? I think that these people would be better off having Donald Trump on their good side. Now, I think Germany shouldn't be dependent on America for anything. But Germany got itself into this position, and now it's up to the politicians to get themselves out. But they're not out. So in the meantime, they better start kissing Donald Trump's ass. Because their approach, this attitude of they know everything better, this moral finger wagging, when they have no moral leg to stand on, because they have failed at absolutely everything they've done in this country. Everything. They're utter failures, complete failures. And you have the three top failures, right, out there talking about they want to be reelected. And you better elect us because we're the only Democratic parties, and Elise Vital's a Nazi bitch. Yeah. That's allowed, though. You can call her a Nazi bitch, but if you call Robert Habeck a Schwachkopf, you're going to court. You're getting your door kicked in the morning. You know? That's these people. And I can't imagine that you German people are getting ready to vote for these fuckers again. Unbelievable. Please, people, vote for the fucking AFD. Vote for them in overwhelming numbers. Get these morons away from power. Do it while you can. Because the European Union and the people running that show, which are also corrupt, right? Remember, Ursula von der Leyen is the head of the EU Commission. She is being investigated for corruption. It's amazing. And you know what I mean? But she's still in power because her corrupt friends put her there. Okay? And these people are going to do anything they can, including trying to cancel elections like they did in Romania in order to stay in power. So while you still can, vote for the AFD. Get them in power. Give them a chance so that they can start making changes in this country. Jesus. Unbelievable. People, don't forget to like, subscribe on the Substack, or follow me on any of the other channels that you see this on. But if you want to get all my content, you want to get it all at once in one place, then the best place to go is to the Substack at it'sallaboutlogic.substack.com. And we'll see you guys on tomorrow's Insanity Report. All right, people. Peace out.